before we terrify anybody else coming in, welcome to this new little D&D game that is about to get started shortly. It is called Adventures in Gran Insulae, Session 1. I don't have a name for the session yet. But this is going to be our lovely little group of players while we wait for everybody to come in. My name is Julian. I'm going to be your DM. He, they pronoun. Oh my god, wait. I have the Zoom boxes in the wrong order. I have to switch me and Matthew. Zoom. That's the nice thing about Zoom compared to Discord. Boom.
Zumba.
Our faces are switched. Sponsored by Zoom. If Zoom wants to sponsor us, they can.
Yeah. If you're not zooming, I don't know what you're doing.
If you're not zooming, you're tuning because you're dead. What was I gonna
Accurate.
Exactly.
We do.
So I'm gonna be DMing this little game that's a little treasure planet, a little Eberron, a little sci-fi, steampunk, Magitech technology, all of that good stuff. Matthew, why don't you introduce yourself to the good people? And you don't have to introduce your character just yet.
Oh, okay. Hello, fair viewers.
I said you don't have to introduce your character. God.
Hello, humans. I am Matthew Eberle. And yeah, so longtime D&D player, a little bit of an actor, now a full-time professional photographer. Pew pew.
Woo.
Yeah, so hence why I have nice stuff, because I use it for photography.
Showing us up here.
Haha.
Now it makes
Yes.
sense.
Yeah, so big nerd, lifetime nerd, and that's me in a nutshell. Photography, nerd, gym, let's go.
And by lifetime nerd, you mean you're a nerd about the channel Lifetime.
Well, true story.
That
Also,
had some bangers, by the way.
true story. My fun time job is actually working for Lifetime, the fitness
Oh my god,
company.
incredible.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
So hey,
why did I think
hey,
the channel? And
hey.
I thought the
original
channel too.
movies?
I was like, where's this going? Michael, who are you?
I'm Michael. Based on that introduction, I am a QA tester. I'm a fighting game player. I'm a JRPG enthusiast. I'm the leading expert on Wayne's World in the northeastern region. And yeah, I really love D&D. I got into it earlier this year, and I've just been trying to like snort all D&D content that I can. I was like very inspired by like watching like Dimension 20, and now I'm desperately trying to get anyone on planet Earth to play D&D with me. So here we are.
And here we are playing D&D with Michael.
That's true. Oh my God, we are. Hold on.
You're the leader
You know,
of the
I
bunch.
thought-
We know you will.
I thought he was gonna say, "I'm Michael," based on the Bible. I was like, "Oh wow, that's a good one." That's
No
a good one.
relation.
The Bible.
Bible. I don't even know.
Oh my God.
That doesn't work if there's no R at the end of the word you say.
Bible. I hardly Bible.
Oh,
All right, Malik, introduce yourself, and then we'll get started with the game.
I am Malik. I am a actor, singer, songwriter. Big fan of D&D. Just in general, in the past couple of years, actually played my first campaign with Julian and Matt here, and have been just fiending so badly to get some juicy role play and combat under my belly for like a year now. And I'm super stoked. I'm super excited, and I'm ready to roll.
Incredible. And what's up to Stemosis over in the chat? Somebody that I will be playing tabletop games with soon. Got to keep the info more on the down low, but I will be playing tabletop games with good old Chuck soon. So keep an eye on me, keep an eye on Chuck. And without any further ado, why don't we get started with this little gim-gam? And by gim-gam, I mean game.
I like Gim.
Woo!
Okay.
Yeah.
Good
Music is going to be from Tabletop Audio, which is a site that lets people use their audio for streams and such. So if you want to throw them some money as a thank you, totally feel free. Let's see if this random piratey looking sounds that I selected are appropriate. Only one way to find out, I guess.
Fingers crossed.
Oh, there it is. There's the volume. All right. Welcome, everybody, to the world of Gran Insulae. This is we'll fill in more about the world, but Insulae means islands in Latin, from what I understand. So there's little One Piece to the world, a little island hopping that may or may not happen. We'll see. This campaign takes place in your standard Dungeons & Dragons world. There are orcs, goblins, and elves, without a doubt. But this is a future where magical technology, or Magitech, has changed the way everything works. Maps are holographic projections powered by illusion magic. Certain pirate ships can sail through the skies as well as the seas, and even the stars don't seem too far out of reach. I'm just going to pause because I realize I need to share my audio for you all to hear the music.
I wasn't going to say anything.
There we go.
I was like, this
There
drop
we
is about to
go.
be fucking
It's
crazy.
gonna go crazy.
Oh, no, 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 the
One
drops-
Piece, and we hear, like,
The drops been happen, friends. The drops been happen.
Ahoy.
Ahoy. The year is 3005 on the island of Cragholm. It is one of several dozen island nations in the Teleusian Sea, previously together as one Pangea-like continent, but it's been so long that the entire continent has broken apart into separate islands, each with their own secrets and inhabitants, and perhaps monsters. And treasures, of course. Speaking of treasure, you three have been hired as treasure hunters to acquire an Ifriti's heart, the core of a powerful, kind of greater elemental being, a Jinni. It is said to possess enough magic to fuel an engine that could send a ship even to the stars. It lies in a small, hidden island off the coast of Cragholm, too deep in for a ship to sail, but that's why your benefactor has a sky skiff to sail over the canyon and take that core for yourselves. And as they say across the greater world of Gran Insulae, all treasures can be plundered if you have the right crew. So that being said, you all find yourselves on the deck of a giant ship. Now, this isn't your standard pirate ship for a few different reasons. Number one, it's huge. This is the luxury liner of pirate ships. It is called the Jade Whale. And indeed, on the front of the ship, there is a giant whale made out of green gems. There are probably about 5 different layers to the ship. It is giant, it is full of crew hustling and bustling about. The ship is owned by a woman by the name of Lady Pandora Nephrite. She is your benefactor for this journey, a wealthy Earth Genasi woman, perhaps hanging out somewhere below the deck. But the only people that you see right now, other than one another, are the helmsman of a ship, a human woman named Terra. She's kind of got pale skin and a lot of green, glowing tattoos all over her. Very well built. Probably some type of, in D&D terms, if I'm ever to make stats for her, probably like a fighter or paladin type. She is sailing the ship, buzz cut, tattoos even on her face, and a man by the name of Jameson walks up to you. He has a thin mustache, very well dressed. He's got a ascot on. He has a pocket watch that is constantly ticking, and he looks over to all of you and says, "Hello, everyone. As you all know, you have been hired as treasure hunters to acquire the Ifriti's heart on Volan's Island, the dormant volcano. Now that Volan is deceased, this powerful Ifriti, this powerful Jinni, we might be able to take his heart and use it to finally make Lady Pandora's dreams come true and bring a ship to the stars. Now, I know that other contractors have hired you, but I would like to know a little bit more about who you all are." And the camera spins around, and we meet our crew. I'm gonna roll a d6 to see who introduces themselves first. Malik, why don't you describe your character for us?
How did I know? How did I know? I could feel it in my bones. You see let me see, how tall did I say I was? I don't know if let's say 5'10". 5'10". humanoid, standing upright, feminine build, person with horns coming out of her head and a little bit of floppy ears. Also, you notice that she's not wearing any shoes, just a little bit of leather armor up on her torso and maybe some pads or leather armor-esque padding around her furry legs and hooved feet. She is a satyr, and you see affixed to the waistband of her leather armor 2 katanas that are currently sheathed, and she happens to be fiddling with a compass in her hand that upon being told to tell a bit more about herself, she promptly just shoves back into a little pouch that she has. And she says, suppose I'll take the floor first then. My name is Sylvia. Nice to meet you all. I'm just a treasure hunter for hire, I guess. Not much more, I guess, need be said in that realm. I hope we find what we're looking for. Pleasure to meet you all.
Yes, pleasure to meet you, Miss Sylvia. Do you have a last name?
Yes. It's Etherhorn. Sylvia Etherhorn.
Very well. Pleasure to have you on board the Jade Whale, and the camera will pan perhaps down to Michael. Can you please describe your character for us?
You see a old man. He is a hell dwarf. He's wearing like a brown robe that's like draping onto the floor, like Yoda-esque, but not quite as dignified. His like sleeves are kind of like going over his hands into his like old pruny hands. He's got like a long gray beard going down to his navel. And he has an eye patch kind of draped over his left eye, but when no one's looking, he's kind of like lifting the one eye patch up, looking closer at like the steering wheel. And he like didn't realize that it was the left eye, so he put it back over the right eye, and he goes, "Yeah, well, I'm Hedrover Heels. You can call me Hetty or Hedward. Well, I've been cruising and sailing and plundering for longer than you whippersnappers have probably been doing it, and I'm just happy to kind of lend my expertise. You need a hand or two, I'm happy to help."
Yes, Mr. Do you prefer Hedrover, Hedward?
Whatever floats your boat. That's a little sailing humor.
Interesting. Well, I see you're well armed, Mr. Hedrover.
Hedrover has like a warhammer like draped out of his like right arm, and it's like clearly dragging along the floor whenever he moves around too much. Like, yeah, I know how to use one of these things, so I'm happy to help. A little healing, a little swinging, if you don't mind.
I
A
do
little bit of
hope you
drinking.
can.
It takes like a long swig.
I do hope you can prove you can adequately lift that thing, my friend.
Me too.
Concerning. And the camera pans next to Matt. Can you please describe your character?
So as the camera pans over to where Diya Morningstar should be, he is not there. And the camera looks around for a moment, and then you see up on like the very bow of the ship, sword out, adventure! You see Diya Morningstar with 2 swords, one currently drawn, pointed out. Adventure lies before us. You see this elf with just like this gorgeous legless elf, flowing blonde hair, studded leather armor, just green brilliant eyes, just a little bit of a crown going around right here with a little gem in the middle. And for those wondering, Diya means light, so it is the morning star's light. Diya Morningstar because he is the light of his parents.
Wow.
He is a little adventuring boy. This is his first adventure, and he is going to be the greatest adventurer of all time.
Oh my
Now
god.
that's sweet.
I can't get over Matt's design for this character was I usually play the tragic backstory. Let's go the opposite direction for once. And here we are.
Oh boy.
He's my precious little cinnamon roll.
Oh my
Little
god.
manic pixie adventuring boy.
And I think at this point the ship's sort of co-captain butler looking man, Jameson, goes, hey, do get down from there.
Yeah, yes, of course. Sorry. Hello everyone. I'm Diya. It's very nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Yeah, look at you, little whippersnapper. So cute.
Now, you look like you've been on adventures before, Mr. Heels. Might you regale us with one of your tales?
Where do I even begin? I mean, there's that one, and there's the other one, and I can't talk about that one in front of the kids. No.
Okay. Perhaps later then.
Yeah, you pour a couple of drinks in me, okay.
Oh, are we allowed to drink?
Are we?
How old are you, my friend? Diya?
Yeah. Oh, I'm 16.
No.
Oh my god.
Is that too young? It's been a while.
Yes.
Do your sorry to be maybe a little forward, but do your parents know you're out adventuring at such a young age? Or sorry, I might not be familiar with how elven age works. Are you 16 normal years or 16 elven years?
Oh,
And what would that translate?
Oh, so I automatically translate to adjust to everyone's relative culture. In elf years, I would probably be closer to, let me do the math real quick. And for a split second, you see, if anyone's paying close attention, he actually has some glasses, and he kind of puts them on, takes out a little notepad, starts doing math.
Oh, wow.
Carry the one, there's two, and there's I'd be approximately 160 years old.
The math checks out.
I think he can maybe have a drink then. I won't, you know.
I won't tell if you want.
You may do what you like, just make sure that you are able to do what you are contracted on this ship for. Find the Ifriti's heart once we arrive at Volan's Island and keep us safe until then.
Oh, have no fear. Dear Morningstar is here. No harm will come to you.
That's right, dear Morningstar is here. No harm will come to you.
Alright then, I'll assure you that I am a capable fighter. I just have too many of Lady Nephrite's duties to worry about myself. Now, one more thing before we arrive at the island. And this is very, very important. It is at this moment that you all hear from above, like, caws of birds. And you all see large creatures circling the top of the ship. Can everyone give me a perception check, please?
First roll of the game.
Oh, like this.
Ooh. We love a double digit.
Love a dirty 20.
Ooh.
5.
Wait,
Oh.
a 5 from our cleric with the highest wisdom?
Oh.
Isn't that,
Gonna be,
isn't that sad?
I'm concerned.
17 for me.
You're paying too much close attention. I'm looking at the steering wheel.
You got, maybe Hedrover got a little fixated on adjusting the eye patch.
Here, Mr. Heels, let me help. And Diya tries to adjust the eye patch.
It's like, it's firmly in the center at this point, and I'm like, that's where I like it.
Incredible. And Diya and Sylvia, you all look up at the sky and see that these birds circling the ship are giant vultures, which you kind of find a little bit strange. Knowing what you know, druidic background for Sylvia and general intellect of Diya, vultures are carrion birds. They usually only follow things if they think someone is going to die soon.
That does not look like a good omen.
It's a bit odd. Are we carrying any meat? Why would vultures be following our boat?
Nothing out of the ordinary, and I assure you the kitchens are below deck. I do find this quite strange, but be wary. Those things may not bother us, but if they do, you are expected to be our first line of defense. Lady Nephrite's guards are going to be down in the hold with her. Oh, he's saluting. All right.
Yes, sir.
Have to kill the birds?
Yeah.
Not hurting nobody.
Dia immediately starts to climb the crow's nest and takes out both of his swords, and he's watching the vultures.
Hey, Shuddy Jim, get down from there.
No, stay away. I am the protector of the ship. You stay back. You have no hold over us.
Rather tenacious, isn't he?
Intimidation check from Diya.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
My whole +0. Here we go.
When I hear Matt laugh, I know it's because it's a difficult roll for him. I've played enough games with him to know that.
That's an 8.
8.
Oh, boy.
Diya, you don't know if it was something you said. But this vulture, one of 3, goes into a dive. Everyone roll initiative against these 3 vultures.
No shot.
Fucking damn it.
Great start.
Oh,
Matt!
boy.
Kidding. I wanted this to happen.
No.
Oh,
No.
what?
No.
Let's go, baby.
Oh, no. Vultures rolled well.
The old man did not roll
Wow.
well. I'm like basically asleep at this point.
Well, Sylvia rolled a nat 1 for a total of 6.
Ooh, no.
Okay.
Yeah,
For a total of 6?
real
Sylvia's
bad,
at the
yeah.
bottom then.
No,
Yeah.
I rolled a 5
A 5? Okay.
in total. Yeah.
Okay. But because of Sylvia's nat 1, you are going to go before Sylvia.
Okay.
2 of us got single digits.
And, Diya, how did you do?
14.
Oh boy.
Diya
I mean,
got
that makes sense.
A 14. Amazing. All right, so let's get to more exciting music. This one's called Pirates. Let's see how it sounds. All right, so first in the initiative order, first combat of our campaign, y'all. The vulture that Diya was pissing off flies down first, as they did roll a natural 20 for
shit.
initiative.
What the? Wow.
And as a result, I'm going to give it advantage on its first attack against you.
Boy.
I think that's
boy.
only fair.
I love that for me.
Diya, you are attacked by first the vulture's beak as it dives down. That is a... did not roll super well. That is a 15 to hit.
Shield.
Shield!
Ooh.
Please describe what happens as the vulture dives down and tries to attack you.
So as Diya is up there wiggling his sword around and this vulture comes flying in, Diya starts swinging the swords around. You see like this ethereal magical shield start to become the pattern in which the sword is moving, and this beak of the bird just kind of ricochets off it as it flies by. Haha! Have at ye!
Incredible. So the beak bounces off of this magical shield. You all see this ripple of energy come out from Diya, and it makes a claw attack against you, and unfortunately crit on a natural 20. I rolled that while you were hitting us with the descriptions there.
Yep, that'll
So
do
let
it.
me go ahead, and Diya, you're still a young adventurer, so your
I am.
shield is suddenly cracked open, and you take 16 points of slashing damage
Oh!
Oh my
Ow!
god!
from this critical hit
Oh.
from the vulture's claws.
Ooh! Diya's down to 3 hit points.
Diya, you are... your barrier is cracked by this giant vulture, and you feel its claws rake across your chest. Suddenly, adventure seems very real.
Ah!
boy. Oh boy.
Adventure never hurt in the stories.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Incredible start so far. Next in the order, hey Diya. Oh, actually, what am I talking about? There's 2 other vultures. And
What the fuck?
they're gonna go for let's see, who are they gonna go for? One of them is gonna go for Hedrover.
Oh,
First
boy.
attack.
No.
First attack is a 7. Second attack is an 8.
Both do not hit.
Hedrover, describe how as this vulture's coming at you, you're able to block and parry it.
I kind of am dumbfoundedly standing still, letting the beaks bounce off the plate mail going, and I'm just like, I'm not dead yet, you rats with wings. You don't head you over that easily.
Michael, what have you done with this character? Now, Sylvia, the last vulture, is going to make its 2 attacks on you. That is a 15 to hit.
Misses?
And a... That's going to hit, though. That's a 22.
Oh boy,
So
it is.
the claws hit, dealing a total of 11 points of slashing damage.
Good
Now,
lord.
how close are you to me at this point?
You're probably no more than 5-10 feet between each
Yeah,
other.
the 2 of us haven't really moved from each
Okay.
other.
Can I use a protection reaction?
Yes, you can. You have the protection fighting style.
Okay,
So you
cool.
can make
Oh.
that attack roll with disadvantage.
Yeah, so that bird's gonna roll with disadvantage.
Oh snap.
Now it's a 14.
Oh, and it misses.
Let's go.
So as this vulture goes down, you parry the first attack with your swords, and right as the claws go at your abdomen, Hedrover's shield blocks it.
Oh,
Nice.
thank you.
Don't mess with my companions.
Cannot get over this voice.
It's great. It's great.
Diya, you're up.
That hurt. oh, this isn't good. And then you hear him start humming, and then you hear this it's like the Gregorian muck chants, and this energy and music starts to resonate from his vocal cords, causing this whimsical energy to start to form around him as he begins to sing his blade song.
Oh,
Amazing. So your AC is what now?
My AC is now at 19 because I get a +4 to my AC, and then I have a +4 on con saving for spells.
Oh wow.
Amazing.
And then
Damn,
since
+4 to 8. That's nuts.
Really good.
how is that bird still close to me?
It's in your face, flapping, and now you're on the verge of death. As the first blood was drawn, all the birds are starting to look much hungrier.
Cool.
Oh boy.
Cool. I love that for me. Since I can't do my multi-attack, instead, I'm going to say, that was very rude. And then I'm going to cast Frost Fingers on this son of a gun.
Amazing. Is that an attack roll, or does it make a save?
This is going to be a Constitution, and I'm casting it at 2nd level, DC 14.
It unfortunately does succeed.
Son of a gun!
No.
Your ice is overtaken by the vulture's naturally thick wings. But your blade song's up.
It's going to take 7 2s 3 is 5 damage.
Nice.
I cut that in half already.
Fantastic. All right. Next in the order, we have Hedrover. Hedward.
All right, so I'm going to look over at Diya, and seeing that they are a little bit worse for wear, I'm going to cast Healing Word.
Awesome. Little bonus action heal. D4 plus whatever wisdom.
It is...
And
All right,
Sylvia,
you're
you're
gonna
on
heal-
deck.
Cool. You're gonna heal for 4.
I love that.
Oh, that's a bonus action. Cool. And then I am going to I'm gonna look at one of the birds standing above Diya and cast Toll the Dead.
Amazing.
Ooh.
It's going to make a saving throw.
Yep.
What type of save was it?
Wisdom saving throw.
Believe it or not the wisest. 11?
Yep, that's gonna hit.
Amazing. So roll that damage.
Okay, so that's 1d8. Holy shit. Okay, that is 1 damage.
1 damage
So-
to the one attacking Sylvia.
Yeah. So Hedrover first heals Diya for 4, and like green energy kind of comes out of his decrepit old fingers and like restores some vitality left to him, and then looks at the bird and goes, "Let's see how you deal with one of these." And like waves into the air to make the sound of like a tolling death spell, and it basically goes bing. And,
The bird like kind of just like it just got a chill. Like that was it.
and it sounded better in my head actually.
Amazing. So there's Hedrover's turn. Actually, before Sylvia goes, because you did get that natural 1, Jameson the Butler has a turn in the initiative order.
Ooh.
And he goes, "Must I do everything myself?" And arcane energy arcs between his fingers. And you all get the idea that this guy was hiding something from all of you. He fires a pretty simple magic missile. Each of the birds takes 3 points of damage, making it a little easier for all of you. That being said, those of you who have magical inclinations, which are all of you, get the vibe that this guy is a little bit stronger than all of you, but he's not going to help that much.
Let's see.
I'll tell you what I can get.
Little bit of little charity.
And he
Thank
says,
you so much.
"I cannot have you dying before we reach the island, but I will not waste my spells on people who are supposed to be able to take care of themselves."
Someone's angry.
I feel a little bit bad about this. I feel like I'm not carrying my own weight right now.
Sylvia, you're up.
I just turn to Hedrover and say, "Don't worry. I think we'll all have our chance to shine. We'll take care of our friend here." And is if I move, am I going to get opportunity attack? Or
Yes, you are, unless you disengage.
Okay. So, I'll deal with the one in front of me first because I don't have any sort of range.
Yep.
So I can attack twice
Mhm.
at this level, correct? One
That's
of them
right.
is just a bonus action.
That's right, yeah. Primary weapon, bonus action, offhand weapon. So just 2
Okay.
scimitar attacks.
So I will flick my thumb and unsheath one of my katanas and take a swipe at the vulture directly in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be a 18 to hit.
18 definitely hits.
Okay, and it's going to be for gross 6 damage. Roll a 1 on the d6.
Okay.
Oh, not like this.
Okay, and then bonus action. The other hand is going to take the other sword and give a like uppercut slash as well. That's going to be another 18 to hit.
Yep. Roll that
Or-
damage.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. 11 damage this time.
Wow.
6 on the die.
Now we're talking.
You, Hedrover, you see this flash of steel, and this vulture looks like a good sneeze would take it out at this point. We're gonna head to the top of the order now. Vulture number 1 is going to continue attacking Diya. That's
go.
Your AC is 19?
Yeah.
Highest was a 16, one of them being a natural 1. So, with your blade song suddenly active, you are moving faster and parrying harder, coated in this magical energy. It is not able to touch you now that you are in the zone.
Auto zone.
Sponsorship for today's show is brought to you by.
God.
Zoom and
Damn it.
AutoZone.
Hedrover, does a 16 hit you?
16 does hit.
Okay. Unfortunately, you are hit twice, taking... Ooh. Plus 15 points of piercing and slashing damage.
These vultures are not playing no games. Oh
Mamma
my
mia,
god.
what the?
And the last one
Wow.
attacks Sylvia Hedrover, do you want to do protection again?
I am going to do protection again.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So first one is 13, not going to hit. Second one is a 16.
Does not hit.
Okay. There's a dual wielder feat for you. Once again, Hedrover, you and Sylvia are fighting back to back against these vultures, able to parry most of these hits, other than the ones that Hedrover took.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that one.
Diya, you're up.
Now that Diya is in the zone, moving back and forth, weaving in and out, he's going to take one of his swords. And this was the move that my mother taught me. And he's going to activate...
While blood is pouring out of his mouth.
Literally about to die.
Yep. He's going to take one of his scimitars and bring it up in a booming blade strike against the vulture.
Make your melee weapon attack.
Blade.
Stay on. That is going to be a... I think I have a +5 there, so that's a 17 to hit.
Definitely gonna hit. Roll that damage. Just the normal weapon damage, and then you get the thunder damage if you can make it move.
Yep, it has to move on its own willingly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so 3 + 3 is going to be 6 damage, and then I'll make with my offhand attack for my bonus action. Nat 20, baby.
Oh man! Roll that damage and double it.
Chat, Nat 20's in the chat.
I rolled a 1 on the dice. I rolled a 1 and 2 for damage. That's fantastic. I do not add my modifier for the offhanded attack, so that's going to be 3 damage for my critical hit.
Unfortunate. We're doing standard critical hit rules. I know that the pod that Matt and I are part of use at least one of the maximum die, but we're just doing it for simplicity like this. Unfortunately, boom, boom, not quite able to take it out. What's up, Paul? Welcome to the chat.
Oh, Polly?
Oh, does Polly want a cracker?
Does Polly want a cracker? Good question.
I thought it, but I had the good sense not to say it. And
Michael, you're up.
All right.
As we've established, my character does not have good sense.
That's fair. He's
So-
mad, guys.
Michael, the vulture in front of, just for reiteration, vulture in front of both Diya and Sylvia are almost done. The one in front of you, still pretty healthy.
Okay, I'm going to target the one in front of Sylvia. Does that one has taken damage, right?
Sure. Yes, it has.
Sure.
It is literally can be sneezed on to be taken out.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
I've
it.
sneezed is all I need. Okay, so I'm going to try to toll the dead again. So first that's going to be a wisdom saving throw. You have to beat a 13.
That is a 10.
Okay, so
Nice.
this does 1d12 with losing any health.
Yep, toll the dead.
Let's go. It's gonna be 9 damage.
Literally had 1 HP left. Hedrover, first kill of the campaign. How does your
Let's
toll the
go.
dead necrotic spell take out this vulture that's attacking Sylvia?
Hedrover conjures like the spectral image of a bell above him, and he's like, "That chief, I should know how to do this thing." And takes the warhammer and like clung the above his head.
Yes!
So, like,
I
so
love
it
that.
made like the Taco Bell noise. Like, and
Wait, did you just call a generic bell sound the Taco Bell noise?
it's like very specifically the Taco Bell.
Today's show sponsorship also brought to you by...
Talking about Taco Bell. Live outside the bell.
Have it your way. Just kidding. I know that's not the right.
We're having vulture.
And this
working
vulture, there is a crack of necrotic energy. Little black lightning bolts come out of it, and Sylvia falls to the ground in front of you.
Nice.
Hedrover was like viscerally terrified at what just transpired in front of him.
Amazing. Coming up next, we've got Jameson the Butler, who looks to all of you and says, "Can I trust you to handle this?"
I'm handling it, baby. Check that out. You see that?
Yes, sir. Watch me. Next I'll make a move taught to me by my father.
Very
I
well.
should say so. I'll try to keep him in line.
I will return below deck, and if any of you die, we will not be spending any diamonds to revivify you. See you later. And he puts his hands behind his back, his coattails trailing behind him, heads below deck. Just the three of
Very
you
hospitable, isn't
versus
he?
these vultures. Sylvia, you're up, and I will also say, With the way that you and Hedrover are positioned once back-to-back, now this vulture is down. I am playing with flanking rules, so if you want to run around to behind this vulture that's fighting Hedrover, your attacks can have advantage.
Ooh, flanking.
Okay.
Hello.
It's fun for the image. It's
See,
fun for the
flanking
visual
is
image.
cool, but there's also another cool... Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the spell jump, that's an action to cast?
What does it say next to the spell? B, A, or A?
It says touch and yes. Let's see.
I can give it a Google.
Oh, one. It does. Casting time is one action. It says.
That means it will be your turn to
Okay.
cast jump.
And the bonus action wouldn't be able to attack unless the actual first action was to attack.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so then I'll just stick to flanking.
Jump
I will
great
trust-
before combat. Everything just kind of
Yeah.
happened quickly.
Okay, wait. Actually, with that in mind, how far up are Diya and the vulture that he's going up against right now?
It's like, let's do some quick math.
Would
Probably,
my
like,
jump height get me up there? Do you
Can
think?
you jump 20 feet vertically?
I believe so. My jump distance is. I have long jump,
Mm-hmm.
so you cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet. And I have a lot of jumps, guys. I have a long jump and high jump.
We'll say that you can reach it. So
I can reach it.
yeah. Given a successful acrobatics or athletics check,
Okay, I'll roll.
I'll make
for
the DC
acrobatics.
low because you are a satyr. You have to beat a 12.
Okay, gotcha. Oh baby, that's a 25.
Flawless.
Wait.
Just make your attacks, and then we'll describe what happens as you do
Okay.
this.
14. Does a 14 hit?
Yes, it does. Roll that damage.
Okay. Gonna be 10 damage for the first hit.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, delightful.
Since it all happens so quickly, Diya is slashing at it, hits it with a thunderous blade. You make your jump up. What happens?
Right before I take my jump, I'll just say, we're gonna really have to keep an eye on this one. And then I just take a swift leap up, and with just a bit, because I only needed the one strike, I'll already have sheathed one. I'll just oh. No. Okay. I'll save the real anime goodness for later. I'll just take a swift swipe, and without even looking at the vulture, I'll just turn and wink to Diya as I just slice that head right off.
The head and body you hear hit the ground below. Diya, are you standing on the same platform? Or rather, Sylvia, are you standing on the same platform as Diya right now?
No, I would rather just slash, and then I want to hit the ground in like a perfect doom doom of the head hitting, and then sheath my sword.
And I will allow that with that 25 for the check before. So, it happens so quickly, leaping up and then falling back down. There you go. Just one vulture remains, the one in front of Hedrover. Sylvia, you have another attack.
Oh, true. And since I just jumped straight up, I still should have. Do you
I'm
think
counting
I have
it as your
enough movement to
movement because
flank?
of that check. So yeah, you're good.
Okay, great. So then I will flank around to the other side of Hedrover and take that bonus action swipe.
Yep. Because it's cool. I think you should be able to jump all over the place as a satyr.
It's probably gonna miss because that's a 9 to hit.
Even with flanking advantage?
Oh, true. That's right. I forgot about the
Okay.
advantage. Oh,
I
much
would-
better. 9 plus 7,
what's this?
16.
16's definitely going to do it. Roll that damage.
Okay, here we go.
And then the one remaining vulture is on deck after this.
Tasty damage.
That's another 6. That's 11 damage. Oh, jeez.
11 damage! This vulture is
Yes,
looking
indeed.
hurt. Sylvia, you are jumping all over the place, slashing things up. The vulture cornered between Hedrover and Sylvia, seeing its fellow allies, its fellow vultures, fall, freaks out, and tries to escape, and flies up into the sky, if you want, Hedrover and Sylvia, you can make an attack of opportunity against it as
I'm
it
making
goes.
the attack weapon.
Go
Can we
for it.
both make it?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah. Can we like power
I'm
friendship it?
brilliant.
I mean, it depends on if you hit.
So I still roll like my weapon hit DC, right?
That's right, yeah. Normal attack. And Sylvia just one attack for you.
Okay.
Holy shit on that one. Let's go.
Oh no, I did get a 17. Sorry, 16 again. 9 on the die plus 7, 16.
Okay. How much damage do you deal? Wait, should I give flanking for this? Nah. I think we're good.
That's okay. So let's hope I do come on with something good. Wow, this D6 baby. That's a 5 plus 5. That's 10 damage.
Sylvia, how do you want to do this?
Oh, you know.
Dead weight.
I want to. Okay, if it can be flavored this way, just because I want Hedrover to feel good, because I know he's flubbed a little bit in this fight so far. I'm gonna I'm gonna just hit it with an uppercut strike, so it does slash, but it just like pushes it into his hit. So even though it's long dead, it looks like he hits it and gets the killing blow.
So, Sylvia, you slice into this thing. It starts to tumble back, Hedrover. You give it a little nudge with your hammer.
Ew, what the fuck?
And the dead body falls on top of you, Hedrover.
It's out of my robes, my beard hair. I know you can get guts in beard hair. It's gross.
Sylvia's actually laughing at this.
Oh,
display
what
right
the?
now.
And we're out of combat, everybody.
Oh,
Good job.
how
You survived.
lovely. Thank you, Sylvia, for that lovely display and helping me.
Sorry about your clothes.
I'm sure that washes out. I've never tried it, but oh my god.
Diya lands on the ground next to him, like blood pouring out of his mouth. That was awesome!
We need to have a talk about intimidating birds. Not that you shouldn't do it, but you should do it better. That could have ended a different way.
Like, at this point, Diya has moved uncomfortably close to Sylvia, like, you are amazing. You please teach me how to dine. The way, did you see, you cut that bird in half and then you just decapitated it and just the blood coming out of his mouth. And the head fell to the ground and now blood spattering on your face.
I did that bell thing. Remember that bell thing? That was cool too, right? Huh? The bell?
Sylvia just like puts a finger up to her just to shush Diya and pat his head and it's like, thank you very much. Just be a bit more careful. And I cast Cure Wounds on him.
Amazing.
Died from the sound of the bell. How often do you see that, huh? Made a large noise and killed a bird.
Oh, you did something. I'm sorry, Mr. Heels. I must have missed it while I was fighting the vulture. Was it cool?
Don't mention it.
Diya, you're healed for 7 hit points.
And heals better than this. Fucking what the? I'm taking a drink.
Incredible.
Wait, Hedro. Oh no, I think I've upset him.
Oh, can I heal myself?
You can. I will say you are going to have a long rest before you get to the island. But you guys, if you want to
This guy's gonna heal
explore,
himself before the poor elf with what 3 hit points before I healed him.
if you want to explore the ship, by the time you rest, you feel like you will be at the island.
Oh, amazing.
Can I talk to, what was the name of the tattooed individual?
Her name is Terra. She
Terra.
is the helmsman of the ship, meaning she drives it covered in tattoos.
Okay. Can I walk over to Terra?
Absolutely.
Cool. So Hedrover walks over and sees, like, Hedrover's like basically at like the bottom of the steering wheel height-wise, and kind of like looks up and goes, "Yeah, well, hey there, Mishy. How long have you been piloting this here, this shingamajig?"
She doesn't even turn to look at you and she says, "I count 10 years of service to Lady Nephrite. Been piloting this ship for the past 7.
Yeah, that's not a bad track record. How'd you get them there tattoo shingamabobs on your arm?
It is a mark of my service to Lady Nephrite."
Oh. I got like a birthmark over here. That's my thing, really.
And
It's not...
turns around to look at you, Hedrover, and her eyes are very, very dark, almost all black. And she, like, narrows her eyes at you, and she says, "You are a strange passenger on this ship. What use do you have for the money that awaits on the other side of the Euphrates heart?"
Hey, it's not real. I'm not really in it for the money, really. I'm trying to lend a helping hand, give some expertise. You know, us old timers, we got a lot of wisdom under our. I don't wear a belt, but if I did have a belt, I'd have a lot of wisdom underneath the belt. Well, I do have a belt. It's like a rope belt, but I wouldn't consider it a belt. It's more like a sash, if anything. Anyway, I'm here to help the youngins. Can never have too much help.
Then you may assist around the ship, but make sure that you are rested. The trials on the island will not be anything kinder than those birds you just barely fought off.
I just barely. Did you see that one bird that died? That was cool, huh? With like the bell and everything.
No, I didn't. I was driving.
If you did see, I could tell you about it later. It was cool. There was like a music note. It killed it like auditorily. It was thunderous applause. People were clapping. I don't know. Whatever. And I turned the other way.
Amazing. Sylvia, where are you right now?
I actually think I want to make my way over to the. I'm just gonna say a phrase that I think sounds like it would be on a ship, and you tell me if it does. The starboard bow.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Okay. And
or starboard part of the ship. Maybe not the
Sure,
starboard bow,
sure,
because the ship has
sure.
one bow. But yes.
Makes perfect sense. I just, want to sound fancy, get my
Write it
pirate
down.
lingo up. I'm working on it. I'm just gonna walk to like the edge of the ship and just look out at the sea and pensively take the compass that you two may have briefly seen me looking at before I put it away for introductions, and just look at it for a moment and then look back out into the sea and say to myself, "You're leading me somewhere good. Try and stay on the best track I can." And just put the compass back and head back over to the others.
Amazing. Diya, where, if anywhere, did you go off to?
Dia's back up on the bow of the ship, but he like has his glasses out again, and he's got his notebook out. He said, "So, in order to hit the attack, I have to do the upswing to the left. I should work on the footwork, 2 steps to the right. Mother said that they saw it's just going through all the steps of the dances that go with the songs that coordinate with the footwork. He's just going through the entire fight. Like, but Sylvia, the way she did both those swords and the crossways, if I could mimic that, I might be able to get." He's trying to math and like strategize the entire fighting sequence out, trying to what's the word? Trying to categorize it, quantize it. He's trying to quantize the entire encounter and internalize it to make him a better adventurer and fighter.
Incredible.
Can I be like standing? Would I be near enough to hear these little?
I'd say
Okay.
so, yeah.
Can I just like stand over him and just say, "You're working on a novel?"
Oh, no. A novel. If I'm to be an adventurer, people must know of my adventures. I should keep a diary. He pulls out another notebook. All right, day 1 of the adventure. We saw.
I'm also walking over. I get lonely from myself for too long. What are y'all doing over here?
Oh, Diya's just starting a brand new adventure novel about our exploits, I suppose.
Yes, we're going to be the greatest adventurers of all time. So there must be a, I guess this would be a biography of our exploits. So I will be sure to narrate every little detail about everything.
You're going to talk about me in the
what
book?
have I done?
Oh yes, I'm good. I will talk about both of you in extensive detail, and the world shall know of your deeds and your capabilities, and then together, us three should be the greatest adventures of all time.
Hedrover leans into Diya like earshot level and goes, "Don't put me in the book."
Oh, perhaps a pseudonym then.
Is that like a drink or something?
But no, I'll.
Hedrover lifts up the iPad and goes, "If I'm mentioned by name in this book, I will be very unhappy."
Right. I will use a fake name. That's a
That sounds lovely, Sonny Jim. I love it. I love kids and their tales, telling those stories by the campfire.
You see that like big sweat drop.
God, what an anime character you created, Matt. The little
Literally.
So like my imagery for when he's taking notes is literally from like My Hero Academia.
I was just gonna say that's what like the Deku.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Deku's taking.
God, you've created like Deku, Naruto, Kirito, and it's so much. I thought Malik was gonna be the anime incarnate of this.
Right.
It's both of you.
We got like Deku, we've got Zoro, we've got Netero.
Oh my God.
Yeah, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah. Amazing. I love this.
And you all, as the sun goes down, you will arrive at the island the next morning. I'll mark a long rest off on your character sheets, as Lady Nephrite wants you healthy for this mission. And as you all...
I never took damage though.
As you all... Incredible. As you all are getting ready for bed, it's possible that you perhaps catch a glimpse of one of Lady Nephrite's guards walking around the ship. Lady Nephrite, you know, is an earth genasi, made out of a sort of crystalline skin texture, and you see that as the same for her guards, who seem to be these green crystal men walking around, and you assume the same is true for her. And you all mark off a long rest. And when you awake the next morning, you are gathered once again on the deck of the ship, and you pull up to Volan's Island. Once a long time ago, a volcano. It is now dormant, and the island is covered in green, as the volcanic soil has made it possible for this vibrant color to flourish all over the island. And Jameson looks to all of you, checking his pocket watch before putting his hands in his pocket, and says, "Now do not let the picturesque nature of Volan's Island deceive you. This was one of the world's most famous and powerful Afriti that lived on it. Surely the wildlife that survived his reign is incredibly powerful and vicious as well. You all are to go to the island. You will be taking the sky skiff to be able to cross over the canyon. And if you all do not return with the Afriti's heart, you will be executed on the spot. Understood?"
Oh.
Now is executed like pirate terms, like fired, or like let go without paid leave, or something like that?
A seagull flies by the ship. Jameson holds a dark orb that generates in his hand and fires at the seagull, just turning it into a little rain of feathers. "No, I mean executed."
Sylvia just says, I've really got to start reading the fine print.
Oh, fear not, friends, for we are the greatest adventurers of all time. We will surely be fine. We'll get the heart returned and become heroes.
I do envy your optimism.
I'm too young to die.
and just for posterity's sake, how young are we talking?
You will never know how old I am.
Fair enough.
And now it's time for the little bit more sci-fi, steampunky elements of this to happen. You all are led below deck, and you know that you are on the inside of the bow, the front of this ship. I assume it's the bow. I could be mixing it up. And you all see it open. And Magitech glows all over as a sky skiff, a long version of the ship that Jim had in Treasure Planet, because there's a big Treasure Planet inspiration for this game. There is a, like his solar sailors, there is a big sail. It is propelled by Magitech, and the bottom of the thing is hot. Very, very warm. Not so much that you can feel it when standing on top of it, because there is a barrier between it. But Jameson looks to you and says, there is a captured fire elemental that powers this sky skiff, allowing it to propel itself forward. I'd say the one of you that is most proficient in vehicles like this, drive. The rest of you hold on tight. And then he indicates off into the distance and uses his hands to generate magical energy that he throws forward. And there is a signal that appears over part of the island. The tallest mountain in that area is where you will be able to find the Afriti's heart.
Well,
I call dibs on driving.
Oh,
that's what I thought was gonna happen, and that's gonna be a thing that's not gonna happen.
Why don't we do
What if we draw straws?
boulder parchment shears?
I can do a little boulder parchment shears.
But I'm good at it.
Ooh, that's here's the thing you're gonna learn about.
Can I
You don't always
insight
get
check
the
just
things
You
you
can
get.
you
just
can
to get an
insight check
idea.
to see how truthful
Okay.
Diya is if you
Okay.
want, Sylvia.
Okay, well. 3. Do I even have a plus for insight? I feel like
You
wow,
do.
plus 4. Okay, 7. Oh wait. Proficiency bonus as well. 9. Still at a double digit, but
For my own curiosity, Julian, what kind of roll are we making to drive this thing?
It would be... For you, it would probably be just a general intelligence check plus your proficiency bonus if you have proficiency in this.
Okay, cool. So essentially it'd be my Arcana.
You get the feeling that Diya knows how to drive this thing.
With that insight check, all Sylvia gets is that Diya is really excited to drive this thing.
Let's give it a try. We're gonna die if we don't find this fucking thing anyway. What's dying before we get there?
Can I do I don't know what check it would be, but can I do a check on the skiff itself just to determine the make and model, the thing, the rough age and make of the skiff?
You don't need to make a roll for that. I'll just give you the general information of it. This thing is recently new. It is built for this mission. This is an important mission, even though your lives are not valuable. The skiff is. And thank you, Paul. Thou is
Even
first.
though
There we go, ship
your
knowledge.
lives mean nothing.
And
don't
the
you
skiff
dare
is,
get
and the
scratch on
heart
that
is.
skiff.
So, yeah.
I say let the boy drive. What can go wrong?
All right. You all get on the skiff, and Diya, I want you to make a general intelligence roll plus your proficiency bonus to see how well you drive it. And Hedrover, I actually want you to make a medicine check with advantage for me.
So that's proficiency bonus plus whatever bonus I have to.
It's already under your
It's all-
skills. Yeah.
Got it.
Medicine, it'll probably be like a +5.
Yeah, it's a +5. Cool.
So you can roll that with
Cool.
advantage.
So I rolled a 18.
Okay.
Oh,
So before you describe what happens when we take off, Hedrover, with that 18 on medicine, you think back to that conversation that you had with Terra, the helmsman of the ship. How she worked for Lady Nephrite, how she owed Lady Nephrite her life, the glowing tattoos, and that giant vultures are usually attracted to dead things. And you kind of just get a very strange aura coming from her. Maybe that she wasn't quite in the state of life that you all are at. And as you are thinking about that, Diya, what happens when you take off?
So, 2 things. During our long rest, Diya summoned his familiar, and his familiar currently peeks his little ferret head out of his shirt
Oh my
and
God.
looks around, scurries up all the way around, perks up. I don't know what a ferret does, but that's what a ferret does
That's
right now.
about it, yeah.
And my ferret is going to help me judge. I mean, can my ferret help me drive the skiff?
No, no, it cannot. What are you talking about, Matthew?
Just imagine. It's just like running on the wheel.
What kind of check is required to pilot this skiff, by the way?
It's he's saying it's intelligence plus proficiency.
Got it.
Yep. All right, cool. So, before I even roll, Diya shouts, "Adventure!"
Oh, no.
and rolls a 24.
Okay. This guy got me thinking he's...
We're cruising, baby!
Single digits.
The skiff rather fires out of the larger Jade Whale and starts to like bounce and cruise along the ground. This is a sky skiff. It is a bit of a hovercraft, so there's always a certain amount of feet between it and the lowest possible surface. So that doesn't necessarily mean you are flying, but it does mean it is very easy to kind of like skip off of the many crags and hills of this former volcanic island that you are sailing across right now.
You just hear Sylvia say over the wind, "Not bad, Morning Star. Glad we're not going to die yet."
As you say that, he starts doing like jukes and swerving back and forth and showing off a little bit on the skiff since he's feeling it.
Eyes up front!
And now in his place, his ferret, who does actually have a little vest costume with a small little ferret belt and 2 fake ferret swords, is now on the bow of the ship, imitating what Diya was doing before.
How can you not love that? That's beautiful. That's just a sight to see.
I'm just gonna like whisper to Hedrover, I think inadvertently I'm becoming a terrible influence on him.
We're all being terrible influences. That's the part of adventuring, baby.
I'll also say you can't really whisper so much on the ship because the wind is going.
That's
Lower
fair.
that into my good ear.
Never mind. Don't worry about it.
I was just thinking how I'm being a bad influence. I don't know if you were thinking the same thing, but I think we're being bad influences.
Sure.
You all start bouncing over the island. You are following the signal that Jameson put up for you to follow, and you see it kind of start to fade and vanish, as if it's not supposed to be up for very long, because you know this is a very desired treasure. You all start making your way towards the tallest mountain on the island to find the Ifriti's heart. And I think that's a good time to take a little fiver.
Woo!
We're going to wrap up the session when we come back. I don't have to pee, so I'll be hanging out here.
I certainly do.
Go ahead,
Sylvia's
Malik.
got to visit the little satyrs.
Little satyrs.
Oh my
of course.
god! I know what that means.
Amazing.
What's our runtime for the rest of the session?
Maybe another hour 15 is my guess.
I'll run real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
Tara is not on the boat with us, right?
No, she's on the proper Jade Whale itself. But you did see her before, like, as you kind of, like, launched off, you kind of saw her just piloting the ship at the helm. Moving it away.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just double checking.
Michael, anything you want to say to the good people in chat? Any questions you want to ask them?
You know what? Chat, you saw the fight go down. What was your favorite moment of the fight that involved the ringing of a large bell? Put it in the comments below.
Put it in the comments below if you want to give Michael a little kiss.
You know what? If you want to give Michael a little kiss, or if you like the sound of the bell that killed that one vulture, which was the first kill of the campaign, I'm just letting you know.
Yeah. Just in case
you know
I
what?
forgot.
Put a pizza emoji in the chat.
Pizza. Why pizza, Michael?
I desperately want pizza.
Oh, it's not because of the Italian thing?
What's that? I don't get it.
Me neither. How much Dimension 20 stuff have you watched, Michael, by the way?
I watched all of Fantasy High, and I got more than halfway through Unsleeping City.
Nice.
And the reason I haven't finished it is I got like more than halfway through, and then I started watching it from the top with my mom.
Oh my god, amazing.
Who loves Unsleeping City now.
That's
It's, like,
wild.
So hooked on it. 'Cause, like, once I explained like how roles work, like you're making bets basically against the thing, and they're like, so that guy is like coming up with it on the spot, and I'm like, yeah, and he like she loves oh my god, what's the character? Emily Oxford's character, whose name is
Sophia Bicicleta. Sophie
yes,
Bikes.
loves that one and loves the paladin who's
Ricky Matsui.
Ricky
Yeah.
Matsui, yeah, those are her two favorites.
One of my favorite campaigns, for sure.
So I gotta finish it. I still haven't finished it though.
And when you're done with that, definitely check out The Seven, which is the sequel to Fantasy High about the Seven Maidens. It's so
Absolutely.
good.
Like, yeah. When you sent me that DM, you're like, have you seen The Seven? And I'm like, I've seen so many YouTube clips of The Seven that I should basically watch the entire thing at this point.
I've seen the first episode. I need to. I think I still have Dropout. I want to watch the rest because I love the cast is so good. They're so funny. I love their dynamic.
Hell yeah.
That cast, I love that cast, so I can watch it.
And
Also, shout out to Not Another D&D podcast. The new season that they're doing, Return to Bohemia in the future.
Elder
Oh my
Morn?
god, the
I gotta check it
characters
out.
are
Yeah.
amazing.
I'm like
Really?
3 episodes in. It's fun.
I gotta.
Can I listen to it without having listened to the first 2 campaigns? Do you think? Or really? Oh, okay. I might do because it's been in my feed because I subbed to them a while ago. But if I can just jump right in, I might just start putting that on during like coding sessions and stuff.
Absolutely. And thank you, Paul, for the pizza emoji in the chat. A legend.
Let's go.
Let's
Oh,
go.
nice.
Let's go.
You all know what that means.
Nice.
Hedrover's death
Acid
with hype.
reflux. Oh no. Okay. that's
Wait,
fine. Just
Hedrover's
me?
death with hype for several reasons. I didn't die. What do you...
Maybe
oh,
it
like
means
the thing
kill.
I killed
Maybe
was
it's
hype.
kill.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, thank
Hey.
you for clarifying the bow as well. That's.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's very
I-
appreciated.
I'm gonna be a regular shipwright by the time you know.
Yeah.
Like, give it like
We watch
Episode
you know
10.
what? We watch One Piece. We've seen a boat before.
we've
Oh,
seen
true.
a boat.
True.
True.
Michael
That's
does
all
live
you
in
need.
Boston. There
I
are
did a
boats.
photo shoot on a
I've
boat
seen
once.
at least 2 boats. See,
Yep.
and you've seen a boat too.
We've seen them. We've taken pictures of them. We're like Encyclopedia
Known 'em?
Britannica.
You
What do you
talked to
want?
one.
Come on.
Why the Encyclopedia Titanica? Who writes this stuff? What?
And on that note, Matt, what were you
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
And then we'll dive back in.
I'll give some. I'll explain a little more inspiration behind my character later. And yes, I am stealing something from She-Ra. If anybody watched that, then you
Nice.
should get the reference that I
Oh.
continually make with my character.
Yeah. Oh, Seahawk.
Yes, I fucking favorite.
Brilliant.
Unsurprisingly,
Adventure!
my favorite.
Adventure!
Unsurprisingly, my favorite character of that show.
Terrifying. Terrifying. All right, and we're back. You all continue to ride the sky skiff over the many crags, mountains, and hills of Volan's Island. Diya, wind in his hair, flying on the ship. Little ferret in the jacket as well, holding tiny swords. Yeah, you all are about to arrive at the place. Anything else you want to check in with each other before you park?
I forgot to mention in the intro, but Sylvia does have about like shoulder length long hair, and I think about halfway through the skiff ride, and her hair just flowing and getting tangled in her horns, she would have probably wrapped it up in the back to like a ponytail just to keep it good to go. And just also maybe, I don't know, do you think Sylvia would have ever ridden on one of these before?
Yeah,
feel
I
like
would say so.
Probably. Okay.
Maybe a less fancy one, but you've definitely ridden on sky skiffs before.
True. Okay. Yeah, I probably have just been continuing the whole time to just occasionally check in with the compass, and that's about it for me.
You look at it, still not moving.
Okay.
Hedrover is clutching on to like the most stationary thing on the boat for dear life, like when you drive with your mom for the first time. gripping onto your life. His beard has like flipped upward into his face, like Daffy Duck style.
It's that long.
And it is like covering his face, and he's like, "Did we make it?"
To be like the exact polar opposite of that, you see a Diya standing there, and just like the hair is like beautifully billowing in the wind, like everything is perfectly picturesque. And then it pans over to the ferret, who again, the wind is just rippling across his little ferret cheeks. And you see the jacket billowing him, mildly trench coat like behind him.
Why is the spirit so dripped out?
You only wish you had a ferret that was this cool.
I truly do.
Oh my
I'm just gonna say to Hedrover as well. I haven't gotten your skiff legs yet, Mr. Heels.
I mean, I've been on a skiff or two in my time, but this one was moving a little fast for old Hetty.
Anyone eat a bug while they were flying? I feel like a bug flew in my mouth, and it's gross.
I'm just gonna pick one out of his beard and flick it away.
Taken by the wind. And
Welcome.
you all are able to, and then you hear the like pulses being echoed by the fire elemental powered Magitech start to wind down and finally come to a stop. Some little bracers come out automatically, so you don't just topple over as soon as it lands.
Ooh. Very advanced.
Smooth landing.
I like that.
I didn't even know it did that.
Neither did I. I guess it's time to, save our lives. I really don't. I can't believe I didn't realize that we could literally die if we didn't find this.
Not save your lives. Remember, greatest adventurers ever.
Hey, no, I think it's kind of like
Sure.
saving our lives in a way, because we die if we don't do this well. That's the caveat thing. A little asterisk on the top of the thing here is we die if we do this well.
Well, you know, Mother always said what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
All right, Mother's not here right now. You got Hedrover right now. What I'm gonna say is what doesn't kill you might kill you later.
Doesn't kill you, might kill you later. Is that right?
Don't quote me.
I will say, it might be, I don't know, a little detrimental for us, Diya, if you go into this with as much gusto as you had before. I think, depending on what we're doing here, maybe an air of stealth or a very careful hand might benefit us. I don't want you to bite off more than you can chew, you know, for your sake as well as the rest of us.
Ah, so adventure.
A little bit like that, yeah, because I want you to keep in mind that it's not just your life that hangs in the balance, it's my life that hangs in the balance, and what you mess up affects me, and I don't want to be messed up at all. I want to go through life in general, the general principle, as unnoticed as possible. I want to live and die on the same, like that. Do not rock this boat for me.
You'll probably need a smaller hammer if you want to lie under that radar there, Hedrover.
It's mostly for show.
I say, Mr. Revel, you don't seem terribly quiet.
Why don't we get going, huh?
Wow.
I love that Hedrover has become grumpier the more Diya is around him. Incredible party dynamic. You started out being like, "Yeah, whippersnapper, I'm just here to have a good time." Now you're like, "Don't put me in your book."
Get off my proverbial line.
So all the like merch now is just gonna be grumpy Hedrover.
Incredible.
I want that coffee cup.
In the book.
I want that coffee cup. Don't talk to me until I've had my coffee.
My God. So you all start marching towards what is the tallest mountain in this area. There is a bit of a winding path. Now, what you know about Ifriti is they're usually about 10-ish, 8-ish feet tall. They're very big, fiery humanoids, magical powers. Some have attempted to capture them inside of lamps to try and use their magic for other purposes many, many, many thousands of years ago at this point. Now you know that Afritis are kind of like bigger, more powerful fire elementals in terms of fuel. Now, they are sentient beings, so they're not exactly going to be happy about it, unlike fire elementals, which are mostly just forces of chaos. But the heart of an Afriti still has that power. And as you all walk up this path, you see that there are still smoldering footprints, where you assume Volon probably took his last walk before supposedly perishing up inside this mountainous cave that you all find yourselves at the mouth of. Anything in particular before you go in?
Can I make a perception check?
Absolutely, Sylvia.
Just to get a gauge of our surroundings. Oh, rifle. That's going to be a dirty 20.
Sylvia, you look into the cave and see inside, on an elevated stone dais, this glowing orb of fire that you can only assume to be the heart of the Afriti Volon, now very clearly perished, this being all that remains of him. And you also get the feeling that it's not alone in this cave.
So I'm just going to say, I see the heart, but I feel something that I can't see that may not be too amicable with us taking it.
How big is the cave?
Cave goes pretty far back. You cannot see to the end of it. But the heart seems to be relatively close to the front.
Can I do a history check on like the stone dais itself? Like how it was made?
You
like...
cannot see those details from this far away.
Got it. Okay.
The stone dais is probably like a good 30 feet into the cave.
Got it. Okay. So you cool. So I'm gonna use so you mentioned that like you could kind of like get the general sense that we're not alone in the cave. Can I use Eyes of the Grave for like doing a check around the cave? So
yeah, that's detecting presence of undead, right?
Yes. Yeah. Anything not behind total cover.
You use Eyes of the Grave, and no undead in this cave with you.
Well, we got that covered.
It's like better news than we got before, am I right?
I mean, fair enough, but things that are alive can pose just as much a threat as the things that have cheated death.
Sylvia, do you have like a general sense of where you think whatever it is might be?
Did I just feel a presence? No directional?
You just felt the presence.
I can't really pinpoint where exactly it is, but I do certainly feel it there. I'm not sure if it's aware of our presence either, but I think we should definitely be wary moving forward.
Well, should I have my little friend here? Should I have them go and investigate?
If you think it's safe.
Hey, it's them or us.
They'll be perfectly fine. Trust me, they're an adventurer like me. They're very brave.
Suit yourself.
I say letting the little thing go.
Yeah, so I'm gonna send my familiar in.
Yeah, you send your little ferret familiar in towards the orb. Do you want it to like get the orb, or what's the intention here?
I'm gonna send it in. I'm gonna send it in towards the orb, and I'm going to see if anything kind of triggers or if anything happens as it approaches the dais.
It moves in, walking kind of carefully through the cave, and all of you hear a big snort as the ferret moves closer.
Would I recognize the sound of that snort, or have any idea what kind of creature this could be based on that snort?
You probably do at this moment, as you hear a like crunching sound from the top of the cave, like something is burying its hands into it and moving. And in the light streaming in, you see a serpentine head dip down from the ceiling, golden scales. A young gold dragon wormling stares back at you.
Oh,
and
what?
Snorts. Standing guard in front of the heart, it steps down, staring at all of you, takes in a deep inhale, and roars at all of you. I need all of you to roll initiative.
Oh boy. Oh.
I barely made it through seeing one bird today.
Oh fuck yeah! That's what
All right,
those are the
let's
initial
go.
rolls.
This is a pretty good roll.
Baby. Those are one.
Now, I'll say my original. Well, I should. No, that's fine. I didn't say it.
Let's go around. Hedrover, how do you do?
I got a 14.
Nice. 14 for Hedrover. How did you do, Sylvia?
30-20.
Woo!
Moving.
And
Much better.
how did you do, Diya?
It's my turn. Nat 1.
Oh no!
Oh.
This can't become a thing. It can't.
Incredible. Okay, let's dive into our last little combat round of the night. So, first up in the order is going to be Sylvia, and because you rolled that high for perception, I'll say that if you want to have cast Jump or Longstrider on yourself as this was happening, you are totally welcome to.
Ooh, okay. I will do. And it has wings, correct?
Yeah, this is a very
Let's say
traditional-looking
jump,
dragon,
then.
but it's young.
Yeah, let's say jump, just so if it tries to get in the air, I can try to bring it down a peg.
Sure.
I'm going to, and this is the first time we do this, so I'll defer to you to how you, I guess, want to describe it. But I think I want to bonus action wild shape here.
Sure. You can describe it however you like.
Ooh, okay. So let's say you see that the horns on Sylvia's head, instead of their normal sort of just hook, actually bend back forward kind of straight, get a bit longer, and then curve, looking more like a gazelle's horns, and her limbs get a little longer, and fur overtakes, starting from her legs, the rest of her body, and she takes on the form of a significantly larger than normal, I'd say maybe twice the size of a normal gazelle that looks like it's a bit meatier, and is ready to do some damage. Looks agile and looks ready to pounce. To prance,
So sick.
rather.
And that was your bonus action. So you still got
Yes.
movement and an
Oh
action,
my
and you are
God.
extra jumpy right now.
Okay, so I'm going to just head over to how far away from it am I?
You are 30 feet away from it.
30 feet away. Okay, so
This
I
music
have...
has so much swords clashing. Hang on.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
does, yeah.
Find a different one.
So
Pirates.
I'm going to head over to the dragon, and I have a question.
Mhm.
I can't use scimitars in wild shape form, correct?
No, you
I assume
cannot.
not
You are going to
symmetric
be
cross.
using the attacks
My
and
horns.
stats of the animal that you
Okay.
turn into.
Okay.
Once your HP drops to 0 in animal form, whatever damage carried over carries over to your normal form, and you revert back to normal.
Okay. So what stats, animal-wise, should I be looking at here?
What animal are you using
Let's
for the
say-
stats of your giant gazelle?
Probably. Are there tiger? Does
Oh.
tiger? Can we say tiger?
Here, let me pull it up for you. That's my fault for not giving you options.
No worries, no worries.
Yes, there actually is a tiger. So let me just send this to you, and we'll just say
Okay.
that your bite and claw attacks are going to be like your piercing damage from your horns.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
So give me just a sec, Malik, while I send it to you
No worries.
online. And Malik's character inspiration was indeed characters like Kaku from One Piece, the Zoan Devil Fruit characters,
So
people that can
cool.
turn into animals, but one specific animal. So rather than having Malik literally use the stats of a deer with like 5 HP and stuff like that, we are just going to let him use his Moon Druid stuff to transform into like big deer.
So hype.
Oh, baby. Okay.
So using
I'm
tiger
going
stats
to-
now, but
Yes,
bite
using
will be
tiger stats.
horns. Yeah.
Yes. So I'm going to go in, close the distance, 30 feet, and I have 40 feet now as the gazelle tiger, and
Mhm.
I'm going to go in for a piercing attack.
Yep.
Let's take a 17 on the die, plus 5, so that's going to be
22.
22 to hit. Yeah.
Definitely gonna hit.
Fantastic. And let's roll this here d10. That is going to be not great. 6 piercing damage.
Okay. 6 piercing damage as you leap and gore into the dragon with your horns.
And then I will I'll stay there.
Yeah, that's your turn. You do not have multi-attack as a tiger, unfortunately. You do have pounce, but not
I
multi-attack.
do, yeah. I didn't do claw. I said I would do, but I just read that. I was like, that would have been such a better use of the term. But that's fine.
And claw will say that flavor-wise, you can either have it be bludgeoning damage from your hooves, or
I like that.
if you
I
want
like
to do
that.
that kind of like half humanoid transformation that Kaku does, you could say that you do kind of have your scimitars in this form if you commit to it.
I like it just being a nice little trample.
Awesome.
I think I'll pounce and just do that. So I'll try to save that one for next turn. But that'll be it for my turn this time.
Awesome. So nice little transformation. This is the first time you all are seeing Sylvia do this, by the way. Going from a
Nice.
satyr to a full horned mammal and goring into the dragon.
So sick.
Hedrover, you're up.
Cool. So am I within 30 feet of this dragon?
Yes, you are.
Cool. So Hedrover's eyes kind of glow like a sickly green, and he starts muttering something under his breath that is like beyond the language comprehension of like any mortal, basically. It's something
good.
almost like guttural and gurgling, like something almost like underwater. And then the words you do hear coming out of his mouth are "Return to life beyond the pale," and casts Path to the Grave on the dragon. So the
Ooh.
next attack that is dealt on this dragon is it receives full vulnerability on that attack's damage.
So you make it super effective.
Yeah, you do
Dang.
double damage on it.
What?
Whatever
So-
happens, and then the curse ends.
That's a crit in a bottle. Jesus.
What?
Yeah, well, it's better than a crit because it's not just on the number; it's on like everything.
Does it specify any attack, or do you mean magic like spell, or is
The
it
next
specifically
time
like
you
physical
or an ally,
attack?
whatever hits this thing with an attack, the creature has vulnerability to all of that attack.
Any attack.
And the
Wow.
curse ends.
Wow. That's really
And then
good.
the eyes return back, and he goes, "Oh, that was creepy. Whoa, hello."
Would that mean that something that would only be able to be hit by a magic weapon could be hit by something non-magical?
No, it would
It-
not.
It's
in
it's
that-
Oh,
times
okay.
2, so it's the same way that like Pokemon. If it's 0
Oh,
times,
I see.
it's zero.
Stab. Right,
Yeah,
right. Gotcha.
yeah, it's
okay,
stab.
gotcha.
Yeah, yeah. They're getting
Awesome.
times 2. On
Very
whatever
cool,
happens.
very cool.
Whatever happens next to its dragon, it'll be times 2.
Is that your action, Hedrover?
That is my action. Yeah.
Great action, though. Damn.
Yeah.
It's the wormling's turn now.
Boy.
The wormling is going to snap at you, Sylvia. Does a 19 hit your tiger form? Yes, it does.
Oh, it definitely does. Yeah, I do have a criminally low armor class in this form.
Dealing 9 points of piercing damage to the tiger's HP as it chomps onto it. And that's its turn. We are going to go next to Diya.
Diya before Diya begins singing, he looks over at Hedrover, seeing what they did with the dragon and getting the feeling that the next attack on the dragon is going to deal a lot of damage. Diya decides to double down, and he's going to attempt to cast Fairy Fire on this fucking dragon.
Okay.
I'm popping off.
So, what saving throw does the dragon have to make?
It's a Dex 14. I'm taking a chance.
It's a 4.
Oh,
Five.
baby.
Sorry.
Let's go!
Oh, baby.
And then bonus action blade song, bitch. Let's go.
Amazing. So you are wreathed in this energy as you start humming to yourself, and with your other sword, perhaps you point it at the dragon, and the dragon lights up. That all attacks, while Diya maintains concentration, have advantage on the dragon.
And then what I would like to do is I would actually like to move away from Hedrover and kind of just diagonal from Sylvia, and I'm gonna kind of like make fun of the dragon or try and get its attention.
Amazing. You kind of like wave your swords around. You
This is
kind
going
of
so
kite
much better than
around.
the birds.
That's right.
So far,
Somehow.
Sylvia, top of the order.
Okay, quick question. How much damage did I take? I had to roll
You took
my...
9 points of damage
Okay.
from the tiger's HP, and once it drops to 0,
Right. So I have
it's you're
15
done.
HP in my tiger form. Gotcha. Okay. So now I will pounce,
Mhm.
and let's try and get a roll here. That's gonna be 10 to hit.
You have advantage.
Oh, true. I do
Yeah,
have it. Thank
you
you
do
for
have
reminding me.
advantage.
Well, I think it's gonna be 10 because that second roll was a nat 1.
No.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
you hate to
even
see it.
with the advantage, the dragon is able to claw away. Just so you know, I'm allowing it for this time because I missed it. Pounce, you have to move 20 feet towards a creature and then do it.
Oh, gotcha. No, I'm
Uh,
already right up on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just part of your action.
Okay.
But right now, I'm allowing it because it's cool, and now we know for next time.
Well,
Okay.
I say chronologically it works because this is his charge when he first moved in.
That's true.
True,
So
That would have
we're
been
just-
when Pounce happened.
Okay. And I only have the one attack, correct? I don't have my bonus action attack.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Okay.
in this form, you are a meat shield.
Right.
Which
Okay,
is
that's fine.
what the
That's
party
why I
needs,
transformed
I think.
to tank, basically.
Awesome. Next in the order is going to be Hedrover.
Cool. So I'm going to get within swinging distance of this thing. And do I still have advantage?
Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's lit up.
As long as
Okay.
Diya doesn't take damage and lose concentration.
Cool. So I'm going to try to use inflict wounds on this.
The
thing.
strongest
Yeah.
spell of this level.
Nat 20. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Okay. So head while you're rolling the damage and doubling the dice, Hedrover, like you're walking forward, you just chanted some scary stuff. You are I imagine you're kind of leisurely walking towards the thing, and you like raise a hand towards it.
I'm like Shao Kahn dragging the hammer behind me as I'm walking towards it. So wait, so this is times 4, right? Because it's double for crit and then it's double for inflict.
Oh my god.
No. What happens is it's vulnerable. So you're gonna double your dice roll, and then that damage doubles.
Okay. So I'm gonna
I
roll.
keep getting away with it.
All right, I'm gonna roll
It's true.
3d10.
Oh come on, baby.
That is gonna be so it's 14 on the dice roll.
So crit. So how many dice was that? Just your regular dice roll?
Yeah, that was 3. So it was 2 2s and a 10.
Okay, so double. You did double your dice already. You haven't doubled the dice.
I
yet?
haven't doubled it yet.
Okay,
That's
so
28.
So now roll your other dice for the crit.
My god.
Oh, okay. So I roll the whole thing again. Okay. got it.
Already 28.
Okay, so 14, and then another 20.
Oh!
So that's 34, and then I double that.
Because is that how?
14 plus
Wait.
20?
Does Path to
it's
the Grave
vulnerable.
stack with crits? I need to Google this.
That's a good, because like this
It's
is
vulnerability.
Just
It's not like-
BJ.
yeah.
Like it's crazy. This is
That's
crazy. He's trying to make up for that fucking vulture, man.
Oh my god. Wait,
Wait, the crit you roll twice, is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, crit rolls
Oh,
twice.
I thought it's a times 2. Okay, so you roll twice. Okay, so it's 14 and 20. So it's 34, and it has vulnerability on the
And so then I think that doubles the damage. That's what vulnerability does. So you just did 68 damage.
I'm actually Shao Kahn.
I need to double check something. I need to double check something because it's fine that you did that. I just want to, because I googled some Reddit stuff and it's like, oh, hang on.
Okay.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
I feel like I remember that being a thing in crit roll, but I could be wrong.
Oh my
It's-
god.
Because it's necrotic
What?
damage, so it's like, if it has invulnerability to necrotic, it won't do anything, but if it doesn't have any resistance, it's just like 1 times 2 on the thing.
Cursing it until the end of your next turn.
This is
Yeah,
buck
it's still my
wild.
turn.
It's not the end of his turn yet.
Oh wow. Oh.
We just one shot.
Hedrover, how do you want to do this?
So, Shao Kahn style, dragging the Warhammer. The Warhammer is getting, like, as it's getting filled up, because it inflicts wounds is like you're casting it on, like, the weapon itself, right?
Or it could be like with your hand entirely. Up
I'll
to
do it.
you.
I'll do it on the hammer. So the Warhammer is getting, like, covered up in, like, tiny green, like skeletal hands from beyond the grave, hands that are, like, meant to drag the living back to the realm of the dead where it belongs. Filling up the thing, Hedrover's eyes grow green again, more incomprehensible deep speech coming out of his mouth, lifts it over his head, and 12 to 6 style comes down on the dragon's head.
This thunderous blow echoes through the cave as the dragon is caved into the ground. There is a crater instantly left by Hedrover. You guys, this thing has 60 HP, 17 AC, fire breath that would deal 4d10 fire damage in a cone, which I was gonna do right after Hedrover's turn.
I want that straight up anime from 18 different angles. Da-doom, 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 da-doom.
Oh my god, combo breaker.
Just so I remember it, how much damage did you deal? Like, it,
68.
Yeah, it had 60 HP, so even if it didn't take that damage, it would be done.
I kept checking to make sure I had that right, because I just
Oh
did
my
it on, like,
God.
the D&D Beyond, and it was like, yep, 14 and 20, and I was like, there's no
So it's
way.
like visually all I'm imagining is like the freaking hands from Full Metal Alchemist, like the
Yep.
black hands just reaching.
Oh.
Oh, what the hell, guys?
Sylvia's literally just gonna turn to Hedrover, still in the like, still in the gazelle tiger form, and just be like, "Can I speak as the animal, or can I? Would I need to drop it to say something
Yeah.
to him?
Mhm.
Okay, I will have to drop it because I gotta say something here. I'm just gonna be panic slightly, look at him, and be like, "You absolutely have to let him put that one in the book."
The eyes are so green, you go like, I mean, don't put me in the book. Do not describe what just happened here. And like looks at the body of the dragon and is like, did I do that just now? Was that me that did all that?
I should
You-
say so.
You turn around, you see Diya behind you, just like the biggest eyes, the biggest smile. That's the power of teamwork.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be sick. Oh god, what the hell? There was a dragon, and I don't even know what the hell happened. It's on the grass, oh, there's guts everywhere.
The skull where my hammer is.
It is at this moment that you all hear a very sudden that almost shakes the cave, and you see
No,
A
no,
crack.
no.
form across the ceiling. At this moment, there is another and the ceiling of the cave falls in. Everyone make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh,
Oh.
no! Oh no!
Okay.
21.
It's like a magnet for a cock.
9.
9, okay.
18.
18, okay. And Diya?
21.
Okay.
Oof.
Hedrover, you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage. Diya and Sylvia, you take 4. points of bludgeoning damage as the cave starts to fall around you from this sudden boom. And you look up into what is now the bright blue sky over Volan's Island, the Afriti's heart right behind the dead dragon. You see about 10 different sky skiffs flying around the island. And coming on what is not quite a sky skiff, because this one just seems to hover over the air, you see a 6-foot-tall metal man. Beard made out of steel, a blade coming out of his arm, and as he speaks, fire comes out of the furnace where his mouth should be. This warforged pirate says, "I do believe you have taken Ironbeard's treasure." And he points his blade at all of you. And we're gonna dive right back into the initiative order now.
Oh, fuck!
Oh!
Ironbeard is going to attack first. Putting his sword down, he raises his other hand, a metal hand. The fingers start whirling, and there is a spray of machine gun bullets from this metal captain's hand. That is a 22 to hit you, Sylvia.
Oh, that's definitely hitting.
I am
not in
so
wild shape
sorry
anymore.
you dropped your wild shape when you did it. I'm like, no, don't!
Oh, no.
I thought the combat was over. Oh, it was all for a quip.
It's Julian. It's never over.
9 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
From his fingertip pistols. Sylvia, you are shot through suddenly by this warforged pirate captain.
Is it my turn?
No, it's still the enemies. Jumping off of their sky skiffs, you see 2 pirates who land scimitar in one hand, crossbow in the other, and boom! This giant lizard folk with a skull tattoo on his long head lands in front, holding a mace. Alright, who's up? And he starts running towards Hedrover. He's gonna make 2 mace attacks at you. Natural 19 to hit. Natural 18 to hit.
Hits.
Hedrover, you are going to take 13 points of bludgeoning damage from this dude's mace attacks against
It's all
you.
falling apart.
Oh no.
And the other 2 pirates are going to fire their crossbows at Diya.
Let's go.
Natural 7 and a natural 5. You're not quite able. They're not quite able to hit you. Now, that is the pirates' turn. The other ones are just kind of hanging around on their sky skiffs. Right now, you are just dealing with Ironbird, this lizard folk whose name is Skull on account of the skull tattoo, and then 2 other pirates flanking him. And Ironbeard is kind of flying around all of you, going ha 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 on his like floating little surfboard type thing that he's flying around on. Diya, you're up.
Fuck. These pirates are all grouped together right now?
Skull and the 2 pirates flanking him are, yes.
For lack of any better thoughts, let's go ahead and frost fingers these assholes. Con saving 14.
Okay.
Did you say what the pirate, like, what do the pirates look like? Did you describe them already?
They are humans.
Okay.
Swords and crossbows.
Got
A
it.
lot less intimidating than the flying robot pirate captain
Yeah.
and the giant lizard folk that just maced you half to death.
Cool.
Skull succeeds, the 2 others fail.
Okay. 11 damage to those that failed.
Oh my god.
And half that to...
And I round up because I like dealing damage. They are instantly on death's door. So describe what Frost Fingers looks like.
In a whirling dervish So a part of the blade song is an intricate dance that Diya does. And so what happens is he begins spinning the blades in such a fashion that it creates a negative zone, and this blast of coldness comes through that and turns into this just frosty, fingery grasp.
Incredible. These two pirates start to get their legs frozen to the ground. Ice travels up their body. They start bleeding. They are immediately on death's door. But it looks like more are ready to take their place as they're flying around on the sky skiffs.
Should we take it and run further into the cave?
I think so. Or just take it and go the other fucking way.
Diya's going to grab the orb and start running further back into the cave.
Okay. Yeah, you run a full 30 feet back into the cave.
Oh, we don't know where the other exit is.
Top of the order, Sylvia.
So who's closest to me? The beardman, for sure, right?
Beardman is flying and shooting at you, so he is in the air, about 20 feet above you. Hedrover is being faced down by this giant lizard folk, and now these two almost dead other pirates.
So those 2 pirates and 2 lizard folk are also near me?
Yes.
Who's closest to me?
They are within walking range of you.
Okay, and can I flank either set of them?
Yes, you can flank the lizard folk who meleeed Hedrover.
Okay, I'm going to flank the lizard folk, and I'm going to take an attack on... Have they taken any damage yet?
The lizard folk took a little bit from crossfingers. Why are there horses in this music? I need to be more decisive about the music.
You know what? I'll attack one. Whichever one has... I don't know if I know whichever one has less health, but let's just say that I'm going to attack the one...
The pirates? The pirate or the lizard folk? Who are you attacking?
The lizard folk. Have the lizard folk taken damage?
There's only one lizard folk.
Oh, just one. Okay, fine.
And then 2 human pirates behind him.
Okay, so then I'm going to take a slash with my katana on the lizard folk. Or...
And it's with advantage because you're flanking with Hedrover.
True. Okay. Okay, I'm still looking at the tiger stats. Whoops, 1 second. 9 plus 7. 8. 9 plus 7. 16?
16, yeah.
16. Okay, does that hit?
16 does hit, yes.
Okay, cool. And that's going to be 9 damage on the first strike.
Okay.
And then I'm going to bonus action slice with my other katana. Or, that's not great. 12.
12 hits.
Oh, shit. Okay. Fantastic. For 6 damage.
Okay, looking hurt. You slash into Skull's back, this terrifying lizard folk, who like whirls around and hisses in your face.
I'll just snort.
Incredible. Next is Hedrover.
Cool. So first, as a bonus action, I'm gonna use Second Wind on myself.
That fighter level.
So that's 1d10 plus 1. 5 plus 1, so that's 6. Cool. And then, so you said that 2 of the pirates are looking very worse for wear, right?
Yeah. Sneezed on and they die.
Cool. That's my ballpark, baby. I'm gonna do told on the very injured one closer to Sylvia.
Yep, go for it. It's gonna make just preemptively roll damage.
Cool.
That is definitely cocked. I have to reroll. Wisdom save?
Yeah.
13?
This was a wisdom save of a 13, so that means it makes it.
It succeeds.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Let's see. Okay, so yeah, okay, so it just doesn't take any damage.
Yeah. You have a bonus action if you have one?
I did heal it. I did Second Wind.
Oh, Second Wind. You're totally right.
So can I just run and get the fuck out of Dodge?
You can. He's gonna get an attack of opportunity.
I'm not gonna run. I'm gonna just look him dead in the eye after missing the bell entirely and go, hey, it's cooler when it hits, I promise.
It is now the enemy's turn. So, Skull, this giant lizard folk, is going to make one attack at Sylvia and one attack at Hedrover.
Okay.
I use my protection of the reaction.
You don't need to. Natural 3 and natural 6.
Oh, I miss.
So
My intimidating presence.
he like hisses and whirls his mace around him. You both are able to dodge back. However, the two near-dead pirates start attacking as well. Both of them, I'd say, going for Sylvia because she just did a ton of damage. One of them, your protection.
Yeah.
Good, because that was a natural 20.
Oh, thank fuck! Holy.
Okay, and now it misses. So, Hedrover, you protect Sylvia from this other attack. Y'all are quite the battle duo that you have going on here.
That sure is handy.
Yeah, come on. You know how we get down.
And now, Diya, as you are running back, clutching the Afriti's heart with you, maybe Ferret running next to you, you hear, and where do you think you're going? As Ironbeard flies into the cave on his board. The board folds back into his legs, and he
That's so badass.
lands in front of you. You are staring down Ironbeard, the pirate, powered by fiery Magitech, and he goes, "Let's see how you look in 2 pieces." And he's gonna make 2 arm blade attacks on you.
I love that for me.
One of them misses, however, the other is a 24.
Oh, shit.
Question for you. So if it matches the AC, does it hit? Or if it matches the AC, does it miss?
If it matches the AC, it hits.
Okay, cool. Then I won't use shield.
You are going to take... you rolled a 1! 4 points of slashing damage.
Yay!
Oh, not our little elder baby boy.
You are able to blade song and parry the first attack. However, the second one ching, slices at you, just barely nicking you. Maybe your ferret goes like little gasp as you are struck. Your own little anime crowd reacting to everything going on. That is all of the pirates' turns. Diya, you're up.
Well, my mother taught me never to run away from a fight. Come, ferret friend. I'm gonna have the ferret friend scamper around his feet to try and throw him off and give me advantage on my first attack. Because, you know what? Let's go for it.
All right, now ferret's in combat. That means he can attack the ferret.
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
100%. That's what it's there for. Yeah, here we go.
I do the pet rules of if your pet does not engage in direct combat, it will not be damaged. But if you are... But because now it is a factor in combat, he can attack and kill this ferret in one hit.
Right.
Well, I didn't need ferret's help because I just rolled a nat 20.
Oh!
Damn.
Where's my fucking nat 20? Both of you
Roll
guys.
that
coming up. I can
damage.
feel it.
I gotta get one before the session ends. I gotta.
2, 3 is 5. Oh, again, this is another booming blade. Not that it makes a difference because he's not going to move. So yeah, booming blade, and then
Trumpet snake.
oh yeah, bonus attack. Sorry.
Yep.
12. Does a 17 hit?
17 hits. Just barely.
Yes, let's go.
Oh, that one's gonna. Oh wait, I can't add proficient, or I can't add that. So
Can't
that's
add
just
that to damage.
that's just additional 5 damage.
And how much did the booming blade do?
That's where the one where if he moves voluntarily.
But there's still a weapon attack component to it.
Oh, did I not say that out loud? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That was.
I wanted to know
crit
because
on
that's
that.
a crit.
Yeah, I know. It was a 2 and a 3, so it was 5 plus 3 is 8.
Okay, so another 8 damage. Very nice.
Yeah, so 13 total damage to the pirate dude.
That
Okay.
is pretty good.
Not bad. And if he
Pretty
moves, he
juicy.
takes that booming blade damage, right? Okay.
I think to that end, I'm actually going to step back away from him and take the attack of opportunity and take a chance.
That is awesome. That is awesome. That's something that I have been wanting to do at CNUG in TGAC. Moving away so that you can take the hit, force him to move. That is a Yeah, it's not going to do it. 13 with the arm blade opportunity.
Yes!
Yes, let's go.
I'm gonna like move back just a little bit. My ferret's gonna move back just a little bit. Hello.
Incredible.
That's so sick.
Sylvia, you're up.
Okay. So, I'm so worried about leaving him alone with the fucking, what is his name?
Ironbeard.
Ironbeard?
Oh, and Skull. Ironbeard and Skull, yes.
And Skull, yeah, okay.
It's
Okay,
okay.
so
I've got this.
question, how far away are they from me specifically now?
I moved my 30 feet of movement, and then I moved back, so I would be... I'm probably like halfway between you guys now, so I want to say like 10, 15 feet away, I think is
Okay.
reasonable.
Okay. Okay, I will... Because you said those two pirates, they're still up. The ones that are on Death's Door, they're still up?
Yeah,
though?
they're still up.
Okay.
They're getting ready to attack.
All right, I'm going to take one, and would they be close enough for me to attack Skull and attack one of them?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna attack Skull first.
Mhm.
That is definitely not gonna hit because that's a 9.
Not gonna do it. Parries it with his mace.
So then I will instead turn to face one of the pirates, and that's gonna be a dirty 20 actually.
Dirty 20, he has 1 HP. Just describe what happens.
Upon missing the, actually, you know what? Let's flavor it that it was like a feint. Like I looked like I was trying to hit him, but then I just turn around and bisect that motherfucker behind me.
There's a spray of blood, and he falls to the ground, falling in the frost that Diya cast before.
Yes.
Pirate 2 is
and
down.
I do still have movement, but an opportunity attack could befall me.
I can protect the opportunity of attack.
You can?
Is it a
Right.
reaction?
I protected the reaction.
Did you already use your reaction this turn?
Use it
Isn't it
last
top-
turn.
No, yeah, last turn I used it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Then you
this is a
have
new round. Okay, then I'm going to.
Yeah, we're battle duo, baby.
I'm gonna try to use my movement to get in flank with in between Ironbeard and Diya.
Okay, there's no flanking because you would just be moving up towards Ironbeard.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But,
Okay,
yeah.
so yeah, I'm just gonna move up just to give him some backup.
Yeah, and you're a satyr, so you can cross that very easily. You can get right in front of Ironbeard.
Awesome.
Attack of opportunity with disadvantage from Skull.
Okay.
He still did pretty good. Does a 17 hit?
That's my armor class.
Yeah, the mace is gonna hit you for 3
Sylvia,
points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, 3. I'm
On the
chilling. I'm gonna shrug that shit off.
Sylvia, what are you doing? We need him to move. Don't go next to him.
Yeah, he's gonna move because he sees a challenge. He's gonna try to meet said challenge, or
Oh,
I'll move him for you.
Oh, I thought you were running up to Ironbeard.
Just not like I'm running to get closer to you, but not in such a way that he's gonna be deterred from moving. Yeah.
Not in melee with you. With
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you do your attack, you get nicked on the way out, but you now stand alongside Diya, both of you dual wielders in your own separate stances against this pirate captain.
Oh, we go back to back.
Amazing.
We'll work on poses later.
Sylvia reveals she's a big nerd. Hedrover, you're up.
Cool. So I have 2 weapon fighting, so I'm gonna use my bonus
Do we
action.
all have 2 weapon fighting?
Every melee attacker has 2 weapon fighting, but you are the only dual wielder, meaning everyone else does not have the bonus damage.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I keep that thing on me. I'm gonna use my light. So how do I roll for? 'Cause I'm not very familiar with it. How do I roll for damage? To hit on a.
Hit is the same. You're just not going to add that plus whatever for
Like the
damage.
+4?
It's
Okay,
just
cool.
the die.
Cool. So I am gonna roll. So I'm gonna throw my light hammer at the death's door enemy.
Go for it.
18.
Gonna hit, and yeah, 1 HP. Describe how the light hammer works.
Okay, I kind of like lift my one arm up and like swing the hammer around and like woo, like did I do that style? And just like very comically like clock him in the head with the thing, and then I'm gonna use my regular action to cast Bane.
You cannot do a spell and a bonus.
Oh, it's a melee attack. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna beat the fuck out of
That would have been
out of
juicy.
Skull.
Yep.
So I'm gonna use my Warhammer, right? Because I'm gonna use like a weapon attack.
Yeah,
right?
you can use your one-handed warhammer to do this.
Cool. I'm gonna use my Warhammer. That's going to be a 14 hit.
14 hits.
Crazy. And it's gonna be 1d8 plus 2. For 6 damage.
Nice. Skull is looking hurt.
Let's go.
And that pirate is down. Very nice, Hedrover. It is at this moment that 2 other pirates take the place of the ones that were taken out. Pirate 3 and Pirate 4 are now on board. Skull is going to start attacking you, Hedrover. That is a 17 and a dirty 20.
Those are both gonna hit.
Hedrover, you are going to take 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
As this mace slams into you, and he goes, "What's the matter? Getting tired?"
I spit out a little bit of blood, and I'm like, "Is that all you got, big guy?"
I think he's a little scared. Ironbeard is going to go, and he goes, "What exactly do you think you're doing?" Takes a step towards you, and how much booming blade damage does he take?
5 damage.
5 damage. Ah!
Damn.
As the dormant thunder energy around him explodes, and he says, "I think you're going to regret that, boyo." He is going to run up, and who's more tantalizing? Let's roll a die to find out. It's you, Diya! Ironbeard is going to run up and start making attacks at you with his arm blade. One of them is a dirty 20, the other is a 13.
Oh boy.
Shield.
Oh! Oh!
He is not able to crack your barrier.
I'm still. When do I begin regretting it? I need to take notes for the book.
Get his ass, kid! Get his ass!
I'm going to destroy you.
Ah, right, destroy. And that comes now or later.
And Diya, it is at this moment that with the Ifriti's heart tucked under your arm, you feel it start to glow warm. And then it crumbles into ash.
What?
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 Wait.
No,
Oh,
no.
I needed that for
No,
a living.
I had it. I swear.
What the fuck?
I didn't do
Boy,
anything.
what did you do?
I didn't.
That was more valuable than your life, your entire family's lives. What did you do to that thing?
What?
I swear. I did. I was taking notes, and
We're out of here, boys! He shouts. Skull is going to take a disengage action and kind of snarl at you, Hedrover, and run away. Ironbeard is going to take a disengage action as well. The mini sky skiff folds out from his leg, and he kicks off into the distance. And you are all alone with the ashes of this Ifriti's heart that you were sent
dead.
to collect.
We're fucking dead. We're just dead.
My first real job and I'm dead. Are you kidding me?
I did everything right. I took the heart. I was fighting the boss, and I stabbed him, and I didn't let him stab me. Sylvia, Hedrover, what did I do wrong? I don't understand.
This is the first for me in many directions. How the hell did this happen?
I don't think you did anything wrong. I'm just as confused as you are. I don't. What are we gonna tell? Shit.
And as you all think about what to do, the sun shining down on you in this now destroyed cave. That's where we're going to end our first session.
Oh, what
Amazing.
God. What kind of tomfoolery is this?
What is this?
You were supposed to fight them after fighting the dragon. They were supposed to be harder.
Yeah, I say, do we have him on the ropes there? We were doing
Well,
pretty good.
You were actually kind of cleaning house. For a
I
little
was
bit.
about to start getting some crispy shots.
You might have been
sitting on
able to do
Ironbeard.
it, especially if Sylvia wild shaped again. Skull had 12 HP, Ironbeard had 42.
No, that was definitely doable. I was gonna cast Bane on Ironbeard. We were gonna be cleaning up.
And then the two last pirates that joined had 11 HP each. Or 12
Oh,
each.
they were actually 4 pirates in total. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was one of those like when you put in like a JRPG and they keep like filtering in more enemies. of
That's
villains
what
you
I
don't
thought he
need.
meant.
No, that's what it was. So you took out 2 of them, and then 2 more took their
okay.
place.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
I love
Also-
reinforcements in D&D games.
That's
Yeah.
a good call too, because I definitely did realize, oh, I got another motherfucking wild shape. Let me do a gazelle polar bear hybrid this time.
I had no more channeled ability, so I'm like, I'm spent.
So
I don't know.
we need to look at what challenge ratings you have there,
True.
Sylvia.
True. That's fair.
No, they're all CR1. Tiger, brown bear, all CR1.
Oh yeah, I
But
was
did-
looking
well,
at that.
Well, that's the other thing is depending on which druid class you're doing, you
Moon
may not
Druid.
have.
Moon
Oh,
Druid.
he is doing Moon Druid.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep. When
Never
Malik
mind.
and I built this
Curses,
character
you found out more
specifically,
about my backstory.
specifically transform into animal, run out of HP, still be a dual wielding fighter. One level of fighter with the dual wielder feat.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
You all get
That's so high.
Did you all pick a free feat, by the way?
No.
You all get a free feat.
It's lit.
I think we did. I get
You
mine? I think I
you got
mine.
dual wielder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dual wielder. Yeah.
All right. I want your help to come up with a feat.
I
because-
will.
Yeah.
We'll chat right after this. But we're gonna stop stream in a sec. Thank you
Yes.
all for coming. We're just gonna go around and introduce ourselves once again. And if you can either tell people where to find you, or if you do not want to be found, you can boost other things, whether
Don't
it's
put me on
TV
the book.
shows, video games, communities you enjoy, etc. I am Julian, aka JuliCiel. I've been your game master for tonight. You can follow me at JuliCiel. That last L is a capital I on Twitter. For all sorts of TTRPG things. I love to host people on stream whenever I can. Adventures in Gran Insulae is going to be a longer campaign. You can listen to the General Adventuring Company podcast, which Matt is our lovely editor for, and he just guest starred in an episode, a Wild West themed game featuring big D&D YouTuber Tulok the Barbarian. Yeah, Matt, Tulok, and then our DM Adam all played in my Wild West game. That's on the channel. Check it out if you
one shot
haven't.
everything. Let's go.
It
And
was a rootin' tootin' choo choo good time.
it truly was. And you can also listen to the Realm Tree audio series, the audio series that I co-wrote along with my friend Jamar Thompson.
the award-winning audio
Award-winning.
series.
Very audio series.
Very true.
Rapidly approaching 10,000 downloads. I think we're only about 100 away.
And you can be, you know what? You can be 10,001, dear listener.
You
if
could, but you got to be quick. You got to be quick.
be
You don't want to
quick.
be like
Yeah,
2005.
Truly.
By now, beat the rush.
Truly. And Matt, where can people find you? Who are you?
Yeah, once again, Matthew Eberle. People can find me on Instagram, and you can at me about my character choices. But
Oh, wow.
And life choices or just character choices?
it's just, I mean, they're the same, right?
D&D is life. Amazing. Nothing to plug. We'll bounce over to Michael.
All right. I'm Michael. You can follow me on Twitter over at twitter.com/steam_gorilla. I also stream fighting games sometimes on Twitch under steam_gorilla. Noticing a pattern. That's I don't do much out. I like barely stream as much as I should. But you can find me on Twitter. I'm only retweeting D&D and fighting game stuff, but you can get a kick out of that if you want.
And it's really good D&D and fighting game stuff.
Hey,
Oh my god, we're at 99 followers on this channel. That's wild. If anyone wants to
Hey,
give
and
it
if
one
you
more.
follow right now, you
Hey.
can number
Number 100.
Once I get 100,
Click
I'm
that
opening a
button.
Google form for other small content creators to come on and play one-offs of their own choice. with me.
Yeah.
And you can be
So-
that content creator. You can be that
You can be that. You can be that.
all
You
of
can be-
you
you can be that
guys.
content
It
creator.
could be
You can be whatever
It
you
could
want
be
to
you.
be
It
in
could
the
be you.
context of Julian's success.
And Malik.
I am Malik. You can follow me on Instagram at the Maliki Cauldron, which is just my name with a Y at the end, and Cauldron. Yes, it is a Harry Potter reference. I occasionally post music there, just sometimes BTS stuff or work in progress stuff that I work on for my band Astral Emissary that I'm in with my friend Rachel. Hopefully we'll have some cool new music to like officially release sometime soon. And I mean, if any of you have PS5s and you play Destiny 2 or Elden Ring or maybe even Fortnite, and you see Gengar's grandpa anywhere, say hello, because that's my gamer tag, and that's about it. Yeah.
Amazing.
Incredible.
So
and hey, if you like this session, if you want to play a session like this with your friends, I am a DM for hire. Just message me on Twitter or Instagram. All those tags are up there. Thank you all so much. I'm probably going to raid Brendan's channel, and we will stop streaming and probably check in with one another after this game. So thank you all so much. It's been an absolute pleasure. I am so excited to talk feats with Michael and Matt, and we're gonna raid our boy Brendan right now. Thank you all so much for stopping by, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.